Hey guys, what's going on? Harkin Cries here, and I'm back with something I thought was kind of interesting. It was actually in my recommended on Steam, and I thought it would be kind of fun to play. I did, after I saw it recommended on Steam, I went on YouTube and saw that Jacksepticeye played it, but hey, what have you. Besides, good game is good game, and we're gonna play a good game. So, this is Kyle is Famous, and I guess it's a clicker story-based thing. So, let's begin. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Kyle is the host of the most popular talk show in recent history, Stay Up Late with Kyle. It's pretty streamlined. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Well, yeah, the public has noticed. If it got famous, never mind. I'm just being a smartass. Inside is called Kyle, a most excellent dumpy white man. I still can't get over that. Alright, Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Unrelated, but most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. So it's a talk show about the host of a talk show. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She's a kind and lovely philanthropist. Hold on, is that a play on Rachel Ray? Like the chef, Rachel Ray? Yeah, I mean, I love her. That's her name, isn't it? Maybe I think it is someone. No, it's Rachel Ray. I love her. But anyway, we're moving on. Talking about chefs made my tummy grumble. She's dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle, why are you procrastinating? That's how nothing ever gets done. Take it from me, Queen of Procrastination. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Start preparing. Now I'm going to try to start the game off. We're going to do the first part, I think, correctly. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Exit the bed. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Why did it go quiet? I don't like it. I don't like that it went quiet because there's not much going on in the background. There's not much I could do about it. Okay. Kyle exited his bed, took a quick glance around his bedroom. Opened the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could really only see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit. Good lord, dude. Skunk pasties. The jeans and swimming goggles. Suit of armor. Takes some time to choose perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Slick suit. Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Wait, why? Why do you fill your suit with knickknacks? Like, what kind of knickknacks are we talking? Are we talking, like, one of those little bubble pipes? Like, you know, instead of, like, actual smoking, it's, like, little bubbles blow out of it. You, like, blow into it and, like, bloop, bloop, bloop. No? That'd be pretty neat. He would look awesome. Maybe a monocle. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's sit at the desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Write notes for the interview. Are you a mother? What are some tips? What's your funniest story? What is your guilty pleasure? I'm sorry, I'm just looking at those because I know those are the correct ones because I had the other two listed over here. Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook, got up from the desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Back to room. Exit the bedroom hallway. Kyle walked to the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. Moved to kitchen. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Open fridge. Ew. Eat crust on fridge wall. Eat the fridge. Prepare breakfast. Eat condiments. Bro. Are you pregnant? Prepare breakfast. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs, toast along with a small fruit cup, and grilled sausage. Of course, we're going to eat it. Why? That was clearly a dog sound effect. Dead ass sounded like a dog sound effect. Like, I know my dogs. I love dogs. Felt refreshed. Turn the hallway. Leave apartment. Visit downstairs neighbor. Middle-aged woman named Gabby. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel, Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired many more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. For several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. Turn to apartment. Leave apartment. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Don't laugh at me, okay? I'm not good at speaking of the words. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded, scream and spin in circles. Answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcomed guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle, introduced Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile, something I don't have. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. What are some diet tips? Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet tip? Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. Oh, yeah, definitely. Look at me. You can't see me. But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. Oof. Yes, all the midnight snacks. I love food. Kyle looked at his flabby self, deciding not to comment, and moved on. Me too, Kyle. We're in the same situation. Huh. What's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle, but what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot. When my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Rachel laughed elegantly. Kyle decided to move on. Kyle asked another question. What's your guilty pleasure? We all have one. "Ooh, well, that's an easy answer," said Rachel. "Dipping pickles in chocolate sauce. Might sound strange, but it's tangy and sweet at the same time. I eat it far too often." Rachel smiled sweetly. "That's actually pretty normal." I was expecting worse out of that one. Kyle asked another question. "Are you a mother?" "Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you a mother?" Kyle looked up from his his notes. "Well, being a single woman with a career," she answered. "That's not something that has crossed my mind." Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. "Very reasonable indeed," said Kyle. He referenced his paper at questions. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. "Well, Rachel," he said, "I think that's all I was planning on asking you." "If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return?" asked Rachel, smiling one more time. "Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together." Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. All right. We're gonna fuck Kyle's life up. All right. The first bad decision we encounter is wither away. Let's click that. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Shucks. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Not a bad anyway. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Skunk pasties. Kyle chose the pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh. Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. Oh, scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for gossip.
What are you so happy about?
Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. "I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon." "Ooh, girlfriend, tell me more." "Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug to fight misdoers." All right. There was a stunned silence, then a door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. That's quite enough. Resources. Beef, it's crumbs and old cheese. As there was a corpse of Harry, a friend that had gone missing years ago, while Kyle said, "What the fuck, Kyle? What the fuck?" Kyle was glad to see him again, but was unsure of whether to interrupt such an important day with Harry business. Leave him for another time. Oh my god! Kyle killed Harry. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Bugs. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. Eat immediately. Kyle threw back his head and crammed the sticky, wiggling mass into his mouth. He felt refreshed. That's so gross. Okay. Exit bedroom to hallway. Check locked door. Look through his ghost. Go inside. Kyle found himself in the room he stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Checked supernatural artifact. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. "Good evening, Kyle," she said, looking him in the eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here." Kyle responded. scream and spin in circles. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his head upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened. Start broadcast. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Stay Up Late with Kyle. Oh my god. Kyle vomited all the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. Kyle stopped again, then vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. So that I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Hello, Kyle. I'm glad to be here. I'm sure we have a lot to discuss. Very ready. He had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. He had millions of eyes on him. Kyle came up with the solution quick. Play dead. Kyle, what are you up to? Asked Rachel, still smiling. Kyle did not respond and hoped nobody would ask questions. Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? I can see you breathing. Kyle held his breath. Give him a couple slaps across the face to see if he wakes up. Rachel got up from her chair, walked to Kyle, slapped him firmly across the face. Then she slapped Kyle continuously, trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped into frame to start slapping Kyle as well. Soon Kyle was lost in the amassment of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours. Kyle did not wake up. Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious. And Kyle prepared by dying. Oh my god. Skip. Okay, we'll exit the bed. Sit at desk. Check a dress drawer. At the desk. Check a bottle of lard. Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all the fat within a minute. Kyle hurried to the set. Did he ever put clothes on? Rachel swallowed quickly, turned to shock as she realized Kyle not put on any clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Started making his rounds. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. Alright, let's start again. Skip that. So we're going to exit the bed, open the closet, choose an outfit. Suit of armor. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Alright. Sit at desk. Write notes for interview. Is your mother a mother? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I purposely ran over a puppy. And are you guilty? Eat condiments. Oh God. Glamorous woman. Get her name from Amnesia. A moment after seating, the studio lights brighten and the cameras click on. Good morning, everyone. My name is, Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name, or really anything. Kyle looked at Rachel. Do you know who I am? He asked. Rachel looked back confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle. Well, he said, I'm Kyle. Long silence followed. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone. Hi, Rachel. So why are you here? Funny, she said. Were you planning on asking me any questions? I mean, I don't have any ideas. Kyle kept staring at Rachel. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are all of you? He asked. Nobody answered. Kyle got out of his chair and walked off frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers. Rachel started to attempt to entertain the audience herself. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing about what had happened. Kyle forgot everything. Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to do one more before we end this off, because I do want people to download the game. It's completely free to play and play it themselves, because this is hilarious. Kyle's first decision of the morning: wither away. Successfully died. Get out of bed anyway. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Jeans and swimming goggles. From bedroom to hallway. Locked door. Float through as a ghost. Expecting a battle, Kyle grabbed the laser claymore. Kyle found himself in the room he stashed. Okay, back to hallway. Move to kitchen. Put fridge. Eat the fridge. What? Somehow miraculously wrapped his mouth around the device, started to swallow. One slow, horrible movement. He's not chewing. That's okay. The fridge slid down Kyle's throat. Many gurgles, pops, and snaps. Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Oh no. Look through side door. Page of notes. Fridge is set per normal. He ceased to be a ghost before he survived. Sitting across from his house was a glamorous woman. Approach Rachel more. Kyle responded. Our interview. Start broadcast. Introduce Rachel. More. Hello, Kyle. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Rachel, am I a mother? Visibly very unsure of how to respond. Well, Kyle, I think you might be a better source of answering that question than I am. But do you think I'm a mother? Asked Kyle, pushing further. Rachel paused for a second before answering. I think you inspire youth to pursue STEM fields, she answered. Kyle asked another question. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Asked Kyle. Like shell and all? I have, like a lot. It's really bad though, so sometimes I spit it back up. There was silence. But actually, it gets easier the more you do it, continued Kyle without losing momentum. So don't start, I say. Rachel chose not to answer and look in another direction. Hey, I ran over a puppy on purpose. Everyone in the studio froze. It's a joke. He started laughing for the bottom of his stomach. Nobody laughed at Kyle. 7 minutes later, he stopped laughing and moved on. Kyle asked another question. Are you guilty? Hal threw his questions on the floor, stood up and pointed at her. Rachel's eyes twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Why exactly did you decide to wear swimming goggles today? Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. As he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, that perhaps something was still missing. How is that very well? That went awful. Alright, guys. Well, that's all I'm going to play of this game today. I don't know what I just read. I love it, though. Alright. That's all I'm going to play here, so I will see you guys in the next video.